Greetings and thanks for dropping by for the latest edition of Mentor Mike's Market Movie. Today is Thursday, June 28th, 2012, and this is the second to the last day of our noble experiment conducted during this month of June, where we have been adding a contract for each $1,000 of profit we earn. We started with 3 contracts on June 1st, and today we are trading 245 contracts. That gives you an idea how well we've been doing. All right, let's get started. Okay, we have got a counter trend up move here based on some divergence. And so let's get long and see if we can at least hit the first target. All right. First and second targets hit. Going to make that third? Don't know. I'm going to trail my stop with the faster parabolic. We've got a 1 minute and a 5 minute on here. And I don't want to give too much profit back today. Okay. We are stopped out. And we may want to reverse here, actually, because we are staying under the trend-defining moving average, the red one, which has a very substantial downward slope. And if the price is selling off here, it could mean that this corrective move is going to run out of steam, and this thing is going to sell off again. So let's go for that. Got a little carried away with the clicking there. We'll start over again and hold it to 50 times normal speed. Okay, stopped out. All right, we've got white below the red, blue below the white. Let's look for another opportunity to get short here. Okay, flip the 1 minute parabolic in the direction of the trend and in the direction of the greater parabolic as well. Once we hit that second target, I'm going to use the 1 minute parabolic. Oh, don't want to give too much back. Let's see if we get another chance to go short. Okay, flip that parabolic again. There's that third target way down there. Okay, stopped out. Quick drop there. I don't know. We might be chasing the train after it left the station, but we'll take our chances. Okay, hit the first target at least. We better close that out. And we got another shot at it. Pretty choppy, but that can be very much to our advantage if we can hit that first target each time, because we're peeling off quite a sizable number of contracts at that first target. And there's the second one. And we even made the third target on that one. Now it could be argued that we have a divergent situation here based on this low and that low, and the situation with our longer term MACD showing a divergence. Yeah, we can give it a try. We've got this crossover here. Let's take a shot. We only have to get 3 ticks for that first target. We're peeling off something like 198 contracts. So the first target can be pretty substantial all by itself. Let's see. Let's get long and okay, well, we did hit the first target. Did I hit that second one? Sure, come on. stop in profit territory. Notice that our long-term parabolic is still bearish and miles away. Okay, stopped out. Okay, we got a chance at going short here. Let's see. All right, price is breaking below the white MA, but how do we look here? The white MA itself looks like it's kind of bottoming out and heading higher. I could see this thing turning around. We'll probably have another shot here. If it's going to happen, it'll come down and come up and retest, and then it'll sell off again. That would be a safer bet. This one, I don't know. The blue moving average is still some distance away. All right, let's just play it out a little longer here. Yeah, see that white looked like it wanted to go up. Yeah, probably could hit the first target, but we'll get our chance. Okay, that blue is starting to curve around, and parabolic has just turned bearish. I want to see the price start to come out of from underneath that white moving average, though. It went up. Flipped our parabolic. Long term, that is. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we've got a cross on this one. And the blue is heading back down below the white. Let's play it till we get the cross on the shorter term. There we go. Okay. Hmm. Come on. Come on. Okay. Got the first target. Let's get that second target. Okay, stopped out. Down again. Okay, stopped out. Okay, looks like we are breaking to the upside here, and we clearly have divergence. My best guess is that this was the end of one impulse pattern. This is some kind of corrective wave, and this is another short impulse pattern. Maybe wave 3, 4, and 5, I'm thinking. So we could have actually gotten in a little sooner here if I'd been counting the waves along the way. Don't really have time for that in this speeded up version, but let's give it a shot on the long side. All right, all three targets. And it's 1:45. When that price pulled back, we might have had a chance to get long again, but it's that opportunity has passed. So let's just run out the clock here. I think that's enough for today. Okay. Well, folks, you ready for this? 95,787.50. And you saw the signals there. They're right there for anyone to see, anyone to take. Getting a score like that is just a product of having a large enough number of contracts. And let's see what our trade numbers come out to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 today. 10 and 0. Okay, folks, we're going to be trading at least 95 more contracts than we did today. That's going to put us something above 300 contracts. Is that doable? Yeah, it still is. I have seen block orders as high as 650, so 300 is clearly in the ballpark of doability. Tomorrow is our last day of this noble experiment, so stick around and see what the end result is. Until then, everybody have a good night. Greetings and thank you for dropping by for the latest edition of Mentor Mike's Market Movie. Today is Monday, April 9, 2012. Quick announcement. I'll be out of the office all day tomorrow, so there will be no Market Movie on Tuesday the 10th, but I'll be back on Wednesday the 11th for business as usual. All right, let's get started. You can see our long-term moving average and the others, the red, white, and blue, are clustered pretty close together. So that means we're going to trade the swings around the whole cluster, at least initially, until we get some kind of directional breakout. Okay, stopped out. Notice that the price crossed all the moving averages on that last relatively short swing to the upside, and now I have a feeling it wants to do the same thing going back the other way. So let's get short. And before I start the data feed, I might as well draw the arrow. Wishful thinking perhaps, but maybe it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, stopped out again. And it looks like we want to go back up the other way. MACD is bullish. We've got the blue oscillator line above the white signal line. So let's get long now that the stochastic is curled around. All right. Well, you could have gotten short right there. But look how quickly it's turning around. And in fact, I dare say it wants to go higher. Okay, now the stochastic has crossed the MACD and is heading down after being in our overbought zone. So let's get short. Draw the arrow. Now, what you'll notice is that the stochastic will tend to cross these overbought and oversold zone lines, which have been moved in closer to the center. And that crossing takes place at about the same point as where the price crosses the parabolic in general. Alright, we took a little dip below the blue moving average, and the stochastic took a little dip as well. And our MACD is just about ready to cross 0, which suggests that it wants to go higher. So since we've already hit both targets on the existing trade here, let's go ahead and jump in again and see if we can at least hit that first target. Beautiful. Hit both targets. Okay. Reverse. We're actually a little slow on the uptake there. Looks like we have another opportunity to get long here. Stochastic is curved around and is breaking above the MACD again, so let's get back in. Okay, now stochastic has crossed the MACD and is dropping out of the overbought zone, so I think we need to get short here. Alright, let's see if we can get another bite of the apple here. We'll wait till the stochastic curves back around like that, perhaps. We're down here and we're pretty deep in the oversold zone, but we just got another bearish hook there. So let's go short. Nope, there we go. And we're just about out of time here as well. Okay, yeah, we're a little past 1:15 Pacific time. All right, $1,800 even. And let's see how many trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 0, $1,800. Okay, well, like I said earlier, I won't be around tomorrow, but I'll be back on Wednesday. So come see us Wednesday, April 11th. Until then, have a great evening.